Hi, Tanamira from BawCraftWorx. I'm back again with the as promised videos of my Rolodex projects. So there's two, right? So this one here, as I said in a previous video, I'm heavy into art and especially Zentangle. I really love Zentangle. So what I've done is the people who create Zentangle patterns, they usually name them. So I've used a Rolodex to alphabetize my patterns by name. It's an OCD thing. And what I do is, okay, this is just like the part that shows when it's displayed. What I do is I'll take a card, like just a blank card. When I see a pattern I really like and I can see myself using it, I will take a blank card like this from the back. I keep them all in the XYZ section because they're empty. And I'll put the main pattern on the front like this. And then if I feel like it, I'm going to pick one with step outs on it. I didn't draw step outs for all of them. Okay, so we'll take this one. So like this one right here, right? And I put step out on reverse and pattern by in the name of the person who created the pattern, right? And then when you flip it over, there's the step out process on the back. And if there's any additional instructions, I add those here as notes. So I don't know what this one's called, 9x6. So I have them in, I made my own little separators for them, so that like this one's 0 to 9, so any numerically named patterns, they have a spot right before A, and then all my A patterns are in here, B, C, D, all the way to Z, you know, and I can just turn it. And I don't even have to take the card off. I can just, if there's a step out on the back, because most of them I remember how to do and I don't usually need to do the step out. But if there is a step out on the back, then I pull it down like this, and then I turn my Rolodex this way, and the step out is no longer upside down, it is now right side up. And then I, refer to it as needed. So that's the Zentangle Rolodex. It's a, well, maybe, I don't know what the name for this particular thing is, but these are both actually made by Rolodex. So I guess that's what they are. They're Rolodex. And I just keep them on my shelf over there. This one is something like, when you make the ATCs, the artist trading cards. Well, it's something like those, but smaller. It's Rolodex cards, right? And what I do is I just decorate them. So that's my title page 1. It's just washi tape on the back. So this one I'll give you a better tour of. The Zentangle one is just various patterns, right? You can find them on Pinterest or at Zentangle shops. And then I just decorated these with stamps, the cover for the dividers, right? So I have different sections in here, and I just hashtag them. So this one is like truth, and hashtag LOL. So aqua balance, same as yoga. I'll show you the yoga card eventually. There's nothing on the back of this particular one, and then there's a little explanation. So this is all like things I do, and funny things. Aerobics, the best possible way to get caught in awkward positions, and I've drawn some, let me move my crazy fingers here. I've drawn some like little stick people doing aerobics because it is really silly looking. So, but I used to do it. I don't anymore. There's yoga now. Then just adult coloring. That's something I love to do. Those are actually stamps. And then the one in the corner I actually drew. Affirmations. This is hashtag with inspiration on the back. Alchemy. This is Ability to mix food, drink, and waters that heal people and animals. So that's my personal, it's like a shamanic alchemy. I'm very good at medicine making and stuff. Shh, it's a secret. I do all things witchy and crafty. So, alignments, these are inspiration. So I chose an inspirational word, and then I write a little bit about it. So if it's in alignment with you, do it, right? These are all in alphabetical order. Angel magic. I am this. Another gift from God. Whoop. Animal magic. You know, these are just whatever resonates with you, whatever your things are. You just make little cards and you just put draw, doodle, stamp. Use mixed media, which I've used in some of them. I'm not going to go through every one of these. I'll go through the really, really pretty ones, because some I've just written on. I haven't actually got artsy yet. A pleek. There's actually some really funny comments about a pleek in here, because I used to do a pleek and quilting and stuff. So, you know, in the corner it says, WTF is this? So, oh my God, fuck my life. Or no, FFS, sorry, for fuck's sakes. Acceptable fail. So the thing is, when your quilting sucks, you pass it off as a pleek, right? Because we've all done it. And it's artsy, so that goes in the hashtag artsy category, but I've got them alphabetized by what the main word is on them now. I used to have them grouped into what the subjects were, but so aromatherapy, so I'm heavy into that. I make oils and perfumes, they're healing, or I used to. I haven't been doing that lately. Art journaling. This entire Rolodex is an example of my art journaling. So, because it's just mixed media, right? Okay, let's go through ATCs. I do have some of those, but I'm not going to show them. Mine aren't that great. I've seen some awesome ones, and I find them very, very inspiring. But I'm not heavy into the ATC thing. Okay, like awaken. This is what I do. I'm an awakener, so I love the word awaken. Words I really loved, you know. You just hand letter them, draw around them, color them in different colors. You know, and it can serve to inspire you as well, you know. You could even use this to put your journal prompts in for art journaling or whatever. I may just get a second one for that. Baking food. Belly dancing. I love belly dancing. So, bam. A little skate, a shaky skate. And just a sticker. Dimensional sticker. And the great thing about this is you can load them up as much as you want, because this thing fans out so wide it'll hold all your stuff. Blending inks, I love doing that. It's part of the mixed media process. And bliss, body art, tattooing, mehndi, all that kind of stuff. Henna, I love that. Bossery and badassery. Boundaries, I teach people how to enforce their boundaries. Bullet journaling, I love doing that. This is really sloppy, but there's pretty colors. You know, Buttercup, I used to have a turtle. Her name was Buttercup, and I just loved her. She ruled my universe. I set her free, actually, in a turtle sanctuary, wildlife sanctuary place that's made especially for turtles in Canada here, in Long Point. And yeah, she loved it. Buttons, I love buttons. I like putting them on my scrapbook pages and doing button art, just like this. Let's find another nice one. Calligraphy. I love that. I have inks. I actually have a quill pen, and I have calligraphy pens, and I use those. What don't. Oh, coffee, of course, right? This is me. We must have one about coffee because coffee is life. You know, I'm powered by many things. God, witchcraft, coffee. It all works for me. Crystal therapy. Tried to draw little gems. I did put some smooch on some of them to make them shiny. Die cut designs. I do this. They're in my shop on my Etsy. You can buy SVG files from me. So I love die cutting. These are not my files. These two. They are actually... I used to have them on my blog. I just have them listed on my blog with the shop link underneath now. Because I thought, you know, I really need to start making money to be able to continue crafting, right? And so that is one of the outlets for me, is selling SVGs and digital files. Dream interpretation, I'm pretty good at that. So, yeah. What else? Friends, we all love friends, right? Friends are inspiring. And then I have some really sarcastic ones, okay? That are hashtag is dark humor for every letter of the alphabet. So like F. F is for fuck. My go-to word. And deed, because I fucking like it. Right? They're just really saucy things that I may turn into stamps one day. Yeah, that one's not very, it's not as funny as the other one. So guitar playing, I used to play guitar way back in the day. And this one, people, be your own guru. It's absolutely fine to, you know, learn from others and things like that. But ultimately, you're your own guru, right? You need to go inward to figure out what's best for you. It's Halloween. I love everything Halloween. Hand lettering. I may rework this one. That's the beauty of it too. I can always rework it if I don't like it, just like art journaling. So this is a good one. This is from a die cut mini album that I have. It's not on my Etsy yet, but it's just, you know, I have the whole, it's a scut file actually, because I made it in the old design studio for Cricut, and it'll cut out this album minus these two marks. And yeah, it was like a little mini album I made that I don't have anymore, but I use it for a swatch for my paints, right? So I would blend different paints to see what they look like, and I made a whole big, it was about that thick, swatch book of all the paint colors I used to have. They were deco art acrylics, but you could do that with any medium, right? Mandalas, I love drawing those. So let's manifest your desire with God's help. Manipulate energy, because we all have the ability to do that. You know, you don't have to feel shitty, and you don't have to get sucked into other people's stuff. You can pull them into your piece. Mosaic art, this is faux mosaic, and normally I would top this with glossy accents. I apologize, my neighbors are having a party at the moment, and you may hear their stuff blending into this video. So nature, I just drew some little tiny leaves in there, if you can see them. So it says walk alone and commune with nature spirits. Some call them fairies, some call them nature angels. You know, it's up to you. Identify them however you want. I like doing nesting art, like stuff that's layered and layered and layered. Networking, I love doing that, meeting other artists. Numerology, I used to love that a lot. I'm not so heavy into it anymore. I'm not even as heavy into divination as I used to be, but I used to be real heavy into it. Painting, Like, I can paint with anything. This is ashes from my cigarettes that I have turned into paint with some water. And I added a little bit of acrylic, not acrylic, you know Elmer's white glue? That. I love art. Paisley loved the pattern, so I did a couple. I just drew some poi spinning, pole dancing, used to love all that stuff. I have an injured shoulder, so I'm not able to do that at present, the poi and the pole dancing, but I do intend to get back into it. It's a great way to stay in shape. Racks and swaps. The best gifts are tied with heartstrings. And I just did some stamping in there. Reading. This one's awesome.
Hi, Tony Mara from BawCraftWorx.
Hang on a second. I'm not sure what's happening here. Must kill the YouTube. I guess I was on my YouTube channel and I have this sitting on my tablet, so it triggered my other video. So reading, it's just the point that I've written here. Be very careful what you read. Seek books to feed your soul. And information if you're looking online, right? Don't feed your brain garbage, because it will turn your life into garbage to be processing garbage. Sewing, I love to sew, so I need some little, this with some die cuts that I have, not the Cricut kind, but the kind that you use with the kettle bud. Sing, not a well-known fact, but I am a female bass baritone. And I haven't met too many people that are females that can be, that can sing bass baritone, but I am one of the some. So, steampunk. We all love steampunk, right? So I did just this big, messy, steampunky thing. Stenciling. I love using stencils. Love them, love them. What else? Tag arts. I used to be heavy into that. I don't have all of my stuff that I did when I was heavy into it is gone. So I can't show you anything other than this at the moment. So this is vintage, you know, we all love vintage. So I took the card and I just took some like different, I made my own ephemeras, right? And then I just kind of put them all together with brads and glue, and I bound some twine, baker's twine. This is not baker's twine, this is hemp, actually, and I think it's really vintagey looking. So, and then just an old ass pencil that I've had. It was probably my grandfather's. My God, it's been in the family probably my whole life. So, one of the few things I had from my childhood, so I stuck it in here. And then the tag, I forgot to show you that the tag does move out of the way, and there's some crazy paper under there that I've just inked up. It's just craft with some ink on it. Well, you know, you gotta do voodoo, right? Because I do. Peer pressure. That's just a cute little stamp set that I have, and I loved it. So lots of witchy gifts from God. Watercoloring, I love that. So I made a little card about it, but that was with acrylics, not actual watercolor paints. So it's a little chalky. Witchcraft, that's no secret. I used to have, well, I still have it. I haven't been on it lately, upgrading anything. A website all about it. BAW, which is the first part of BawCraftWorx, stood for Born Again Wiccan. So, and not in the Christian sense where you're reborn. It was implying reincarnated witch, because I'm not a Wiccan, I'm a witch. I don't really identify with labels anymore, so But I got lots of witchy soul swag. I'll just put it like that. Yoga art, yoga. Yes, it's a thing. Yoga art, Google it. And of course, one of the last ones is just Zentangle, right? So I just tangled that up. So there's tons more in here, but they're not really decorated that much. Because, you know, this is one of those ongoing works in progress, and it's like mood art, like you do it when you're in the mood to do it, and at no other time. Poetry. So just to give you an idea of, like, these things can inspire you. You can use them for anything. You could use them for Bible scriptures, like, put your favorite Bible scriptures in here, or, because I do Bible journaling too. I'm a straight goods. If there is such a creature as God's witch, I am living proof that we exist, right? The gifts that I have, they didn't come from anyone else, you know, so it definitely came from him. Bible journaling, speaking of which, I just found my thing for it. Oh boy, it does not want to come out. It's stuck on another one. Rawr. It's gonna come out. I shall make it. So, Bible journaling. And there's a little bit of... That's a Bible page in the background that I just used gel medium to put on here to cover the card with, and then I had to cut it all back out. And then just some cute little stickers that I liked. Okay, so basically, I hope this inspires you to create your own version of this. Because if you love scrapbooking or making mini albums or junk journaling, you know, I would call this like a Rolodex junk journal thing. You know, it's, look at it. It's, you can take anything and put it in here. Anything you friggin' want. It's, you're only limited by your own imagination. So, you know, do whatever moves you. And when you do, please... hashtag inspired by at BawCraft, or inspired by hashtag BawCraftWorx, so I can see it, or post the link in my comments. I would love, love, love to check it out. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's inspired you. So, fellow Zentanglers, this is a great idea to store your patterns. It's less messy than a big binder. Do you know what I mean? And you can always get more cards too, like if you happen to run out of cards, which could very well happen. There are countless Zentangle patterns. But what I do is the ones that have the patterns on them, they are in behind the letters. And then at the very back, I've got this page where I scribble my pens, you know, I test my pens to make sure they're still working. But at the very back, after the Z section, is all my blank ones, right? So I can, when I find a pattern I like, I just pull it out of here and then draw it up and then file it under the corresponding number or letter tabs, right? In alphabetical or numeric order. And that keeps me organized, makes my OCD happy, and my arty self happy. So, you know, just all the way around. And it's functional, it's neat. So yeah, I highly recommend this. This thing never gets in my way. You know, I sit it over on my bookshelf. When I need it, I refer to it. When I'm doing my adult coloring pages, you know, and you make little title pages for the top and the bottom. However, whatever you're going to display, I've got my numerics under here and then my Z. I made my own tabs, you know, because they've got some that are in the actual Rolodex tab that are like it's X, Y, Z. I didn't like that. I didn't want all three of them together, so I made my own X, Y, and Z simply by tracing these, the original, on blue, just like a navy blue-ish or a darkish blue. The closest blue I could find to this cardstock, right? And it worked for me. So I hope that helps, and I hope it inspires you to do more Zentangle. I really love this. This is my little title page thingy where I drew one of my favorite patterns that I didn't create. It's created by someone else. The pattern is called LUV-A, Lava. So I love the lava pattern. And I actually have it in here, so I'll even tell you who makes it. Just give me a minute. I must search for the thing. So, love. There it is. I don't have the step out, but it's online. You can find it. Love, see? LUV-A. That's the name of this particular pattern. And it's beautiful. And it can be used like I did it as a border in this example here, or it can be used in squares or whatever you want. You know, Zentangle is awesome and very versatile. So you can use it in mandalas or whatever you want. And it's great for decorating furniture. You know, when you have ghetto fabulous furniture, that's just, it needs love because it's been well loved. Paint it up and Zentangle on it, you know. So it's definitely one of my future craft goals. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got lots of inspiration. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I guess I'm going to have to read them, right? So please post them in the comments. And, you know, I don't know you were here if you don't tell me. And if you have a similar project and that you want me to check out, post your links in the comments of this video. And I will happily go check them out and let you know I was there. Okay? So I will talk to you soon when I make another video. Have a great weekend, everyone.